button.
Of the white.
And then press this button.
Person.
And press this button. And press this button. And go over to here. And go here.
I'm
60,
dreaming
59,
of all white
58,
people.
57,
The Slade and Mason
56,
Show.
55, 54. This continues to be a countdown to the Slade and
51,
Mason Show.
50, 49, 48.
You're listening to the
47,
countdown to the
46,
Slade and Mason
45,
Show.
44, 43.
This is the continued
42,
countdown
41,
to the Slade and Mason
40,
Show.
39, 38.
Right now,
37,
you're listening
36,
to the countdown
Mhm.
to the
35,
Slade and
34,
Mason Show.
33.
Please stand
32,
by as you're
31,
listening to the countdown
30,
to the Slade
29,
and Mason Show.
28,
27. This
26,
is, of course, the
25,
countdown to the Slade
24,
and Mason Show.
23, 22.
We continue
21.
now
Is this
to
on?
the countdown
20,
to the Slade
19,
and Mason Show.
18,
No.
17,
Oh. Stand by
16,
as we are now
15,
delivering the countdown
14,
to the Slade
13,
and Mason Show.
12, 11,
Yes,
10,
this is our countdown
9,
to the Slade and Mason
7,
Show.
6,
5,
ready, 4,
go.
3, 2, 1. That's it. We're committed.
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mason Studios, deep in Hardy, Virginia. It's the Slade and Mason Show.
I believe in love. I believe in
I can't get no satisfaction.
There were 10 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mason Show.
Well,
There's a pawn shop on the corner in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I gotta tell you, that stupid song's been stuck in my head all week.
And that's the kind of entertainment you get from the Slade and Mason Show that you get nowhere else.
Well,
Up on the corner.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Such a catchy ditty.
Oh my gosh. Well, Mr. Slade, good morning and welcome to yet another Sunday of the Slade and Mason Show.
And good morning, Mr. Mayson. It's like it is absolutely your pleasure to be in my company.
Yes, it is for me to be in my company of yours. All right, this is the Slade and Mason Show. It's all about you and us. It's like a radio program where we share with you news stories and things that we see throughout the week. It's our take on it. It is, really. It's just our take on it because, you know, that's the way we roll. Basically, we're just saying things that you're thinking you'd never hear on the radio, just having fun. Don't take it too seriously. Just enjoy all the music you're listening to, unless we tell you otherwise.
On top of the
Corner of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania that was Jerry Gray and his orchestra. There's another plug. All right. Now,
might be our number one song, man.
yeah, all the music is brought to you by Dan on Music. Don't forget to check out our Instagram page where you see that picture for 2016. Tell your friends, neighborhood friends, cops. As always, we are brought to you by I See Something, I See Treats. We'll talk about that a little bit later. JD wanted me to mention something about, is it now that I mentioned this?
Yes.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I See Something I See is a number one, a female-owned and a minority-owned business, which means that they have gone through a whole lot of stuff just to get their business going.
That's true.
Again, when you hear us talking about I See Something I See, believe me, you want to support them because it's like they're really great people. And again, they've th a great product.
They do. And I was mentioning in my plug this morning that it's such a beautiful day. Though somewhere on the planet, there is a distinct possibility that they may have their truck open today. Because it's going to be up to about 65, almost 70 degrees today. So,
well, that's the amazing thing. And then by Thursday, we're looking for snowstorms.
On the corner. Okay.
There's a pawn shop on the corner in
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay. All right. So that's yes. We'll talk about I See Something, I See Treats a little bit later. Yeah, I never thought about that. That's true. They are minority owned, and yeah.
Yes, I mean, and that's a very interesting point to not forget. Because,
well, I have that problem. I forget stuff like that.
I know. I know. It's like it's one of those things. Yeah. Where does my notes go on this?
So, Mr. Slade, and I call you Mr. Slade because I've run out of things to call you behind your back. Mr. Slade, do you have a early morning rant that you'd like to share with our listening audience?
It came to my attention this morning that Larry King, the revered broadcast.
I thought you were going to say the vanilla, but go ahead.
The revered broadcast journalist who more than my adult life I have listened to since I was a child, actually, when he was working for the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, see, again, that takes it back. But, Larry King has made an empire of his product and his brand.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a number of television shows and syndicated radio shows. And, I think that when you have worked hard to establish your brand, that you should be able to benefit from the fruits of your labor.
All right.
Now, not only does Larry get to benefit from the fruits of his labor, but there is another just scandalous, I say, it's just force that is leaking behind him. Unfortunately, Larry made a mistake.
Uh-huh.
He made a very grave mistake.
Mm-hmm.
He married a woman that was like 40 years younger than him. She, of course, after a while realized, hey, you know what? You're 40 years older than me. I don't want to be with you anymore, Wrinkly. So they separated and parted. And they were given, and of course, Larry is smart enough to have a prenup,
sure.
But obviously the prenup didn't cover everything. So I found out this week that Larry King has got to pay this woman, are you ready? $33,000 a month. $33,000 a month. That is more than a lot of people make in a year.
Mm-hmm.
$33,000 a month. Are you listening to this? Now listen, I'm a divorced person, but when I got divorced, see, again, I was smart.
Well, because it's debatable, but go ahead.
The thing of it is that, hey, I don't want nothing that you got because you ain't got nothing. And I really don't want you to have anything that I got or that I'm going to have. So it's like your best bet is to walk away and just let it go, no fault.
Yep.
And that's the way it went. No alimony. No, of course, we didn't have any children, so there's no child support. And, again, she went her merry way, and I went off happy as a clam.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, Larry King's in a different position because, well, he is a have. He is one of those who has. But there is a point to where you start getting excessive in the rewards that you are making. And more often than not, I'm not saying that women don't deserve to be taken care of. What I question is in the method that they have been used to or become accustomed to. That's where the problem comes in. Here's what I say. Listen, I believe that, again, if you put in the time, and I'm saying, you put in some time. You didn't just stay with this guy for 2 years and then just think you're going to get happy. That's not happening. But, again, there's got to be, and the thing of it is that this woman is not without her own way of making money. So, again, why should Larry have to, I just could not see writing that check every month for something that you ain't getting no more.
Well, it is Larry King. I don't think he was getting very much to begin with.
What are you talking about? It's like I've been the best doctors in the world. Huh? But I felt sorry for Larry there for a brief moment, and then I remembered, what the hell? He's rich. Who cares?
He is filthy, stinking rich. Yeah, he's filthy
rich. Again. That's off his petty petty cash jar.
Yeah, it's only it's less than $500,000 a year, right?
Yeah.
That's
but I like to say, I just think, wow, Yeah. See again,
It's chump change, man. It's like what he takes out of his pocket after he goes for a walk in the park. Bought some apples.
I would have to become a widower. You're gonna get $33,000 a month, like hell.
You are a very bad man, Mr. Slade.
No, again, it's like, and I see, and there are some jerks out there who deserve to be taken.
That's true.
I mean, there are some jerks who, like I said, I could never imagine Bill Gates being a jerk. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if he were a jerk, then, Mrs. Gates, she deserves to get half that $12 billion that he makes every year.
Yeah. Well, and Jeff Bezos? I can't remember.
Oh, Mr. Amazon.com.
Oh my gosh, she's almost worth as much as he is.
Yeah, well, see, again, like I say, he built a very good business, and again, and she waited just right to strike while the iron was hot.
Oh, you're starting to date other people? Hey, guess what? We're gone now.
Sure you can, but here's what it's going to cost you.
Have your lawyers call my lawyers. Yes, it'll be fun.
I mean, but you see, but on the same token, here again, do you see, if it was J.D. Slade who had lost all those millions of dollars, man, it's like my face would be all turned down, and it's like, and I'd be holding my hands out going, what the world? Not Jeff Bezos, man. Hey, he's still grinning and skinning, man. It's like, hey, we're making all that money back every day because you fools are shipping on Amazon.com.
You are so
yeah. You listen.
Yeah.
You see, you insult me before we start the show, and then you wonder why I end up going on such tangents.
I didn't insult you.
Said, you're awfully quiet. I said, okay. All righty then.
Oh my gosh. Hey,
Jeff Bezos, like there's a, man. Yeah, no, like I say, I'm sorry, I would be a widower. They would find her floating up in the Hudson River somewhere.
I don't know. I think she had a head cold. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, geez.
All right.
I mean, there is such a thing as extreme judgment.
Yeah.
I mean, like I say, and now, but here, at least when you hear about these multi-million-dollar settlements, it isn't the Dan Masons or the J.D. Slades who have those things.
Nope, ain't us.
Again, it's like here. If I had, it would be like, well, how much can you afford to pay, Mr. Slade?
$20 a year.
$40.
and if I skip the peanut butter,
I can get you up to $18. No, you see, and then people ask me, then people say, well, JD, how come you're by yourself? Because it's better that way.
Less expensive.
It is better that way. I don't have to answer to anyone but me.
Yep.
Oh, but JD, don't you miss those warm, casual? No, I got a solution for that too. Again, it's like, I woke up this morning about 4:00, and I thought, boy, it would be nice to have.
Nope.
No, because then it would be like, why are you getting up so early?
You're like, oh my gosh, leave me alone.
Podcast with Dan. That's all you ever think about is working. You're working on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You even work on Saturday. Now you're talking about I have to go and do a podcast with that Dan Mayson guy. Yes, dear. No, I figure I'll avoid all that, and it's like, and avoid divorce number 2. Because, like I say, I might not get so lucky the second time around. And again, next thing I know,
you'll be hanging out with another lawyer.
I'm going to become a widower. So
bad. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. So
I just had to make that statement because, like I said, we get a rough shake.
Okay.
We do. Some of us deserve it. It's true. Mm-hmm. But a lot of us don't deserve to be beaten up the way we are. We just, it's a little overkill, if you would.
Okay. Well, I'm going to.
Like I said, who needs $33,000 a month?
I'll take it. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was being offered.
Yeah, well, you got to marry. What's his name first?
Oof.
King.
I don't want to.
All right, you're next.
Oh, gosh, no.
I love you dearly.
No, go away. So continuing on the bad news, we just unfortunately found that Charley Pride just passed away. And I know we don't talk about this, but I want to pound this drum a little bit. He passed away due to complications of COVID-19. And
wow.
He was he was just awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award less than a month ago. It may be at that particular award function where he possibly picked up the virus. So, guys, stay at home, put your mask on, wash your hands.
Favored. Yeah. It's like, and I know that this is the toughest part because this is the toughest time of the year to have to talk about staying in. It's just Mother Nature wants you to get out there and hug somebody and be around people. But our new normal is not going to allow that.
Nope.
And we're not trying to keep you from having a good time, but we're just trying to keep you to have a safe time.
Right.
And so again, as you heard my partner just saying, wash your hands, wear the mask, stay away from each other. I mean, it's very simple. And this is just to get a handle and a grip on this. Mm-hmm. It does no good to have a vaccine if we're pooping on the vaccine.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So enough on that.
It's an angel. Good morning.
Right. Speaking of staying inside,
he gets back home.
Now, as you know, California allows the consumption, the ingestion, the smoking of marijuana.
Oh, now hold on a second. No, wait a minute. Whoa. Yeah.
They do.
No, you got to train it. Rephrase because
go ahead. You do.
Every state allows you to do it. It's whether you get penalized for doing it that counts.
Oh, okay. Decriminalize. San Francisco.
Yeah.
Now.
Which Virginia just did, by the way.
Who did?
Virginia just decriminalized it.
Oh, that's right. So now it's okay to do it on your front porch.
Smoke that cigarette. Bunk, bunk, bunk. Smoke until you smoke yourself to death.
Okay. Now, speaking of cigarettes, in San Francisco.
If you're going to San Francisco.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens. Just goes right off the rails just as quick as that. Now, in San Francisco, they have passed a new law December 1st. December 1st, in San Francisco, it is illegal for you to have a cigarette inside an apartment. Now, my dad made this prediction back in like 1980, 81, and we all looked at him like he was some type of freak of nature. Like, what are you talking about? How would they? What? However, pot smoking is okay.
Damn right. Pot is natural.
So someone posted a. Wait.
God makes alcohol. God makes pot. Who do you trust? Yeah, see, you just got it.
So someone posted a meme where they said, "Hey man, quick, light up a joint. I had a cigarette."
Like I say, one time. Do you remember when cigarette smoking was cool?
No.
Everybody had that cigarette in their fingers, again, and they put it up to their mouth, and then they flick the ash off. Yeah, they could emphasize a point by just flicking an ash. Man, now they're pariahs, man.
I used to smoke. That was many years ago. I've been how many years now? Let's do the math. Anybody got a slide rule?
It comes with the abacus. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
So 34 years.
I quit 7 years ago.
I quit 34 years ago.
Well, like I say, it's like I had help.
Yeah. Well, I did too, but it wasn't as extreme as yours. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like, yeah. They said, yes, Mr. Slade, you can, you'll have to stay here. We're going to take your leg, but you won't be smoking when you get out.
I got some good news and some bad news. Good news is you're giving up smoking. That's great. What's the bad news?
Giving up away. But anyway, no, it was it was just very strange when I got out of the hospital because I just knew I was going to want a cigarette and I had no urge at all.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, my ride came and brought cannabis, and so that took care of any desires that I might have. And we pulled out of the rehab center, and by the time we had gone maybe 2 miles, man, I was baked.
All your troubles were behind you.
Hey, I was fried and died and laid to the side. So.
Well, that's a goodly thing. That's a goodly thing.
Yeah, but again, like I said, so my buddy Boogie,
mm-hmm.
he had prostate surgery here recently.
Sorry about
and
that.
And he got a nurse who just got a little more personal than I cared for, because she was asking me, she says, "So do you smoke other marijuana?" And he said, "Yeah." And she said, "How long have you been smoking the marijuana?" And he said, "Well, let's see, over 50 years."
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Can you quit?" He said,
"Nope."
"Why?" He said, "Why?" He said, "Well," she said, "Well, again, maybe something will come and it'll show that you have to quit." And he said, "Well, I have quit when I wanted to get jobs because it's like I want to make sure it's out of my system when I go to take the test." But I cannot. And at this point in my life, in my age, I don't really care. As a matter of fact, it's a badge of honor that 50 years we've been smoking pot and we're still preserved. You laugh, but you realize, listen, pot smokers have fewer problems than you people.
Yeah, because they just kind of like let it all go. It's like,
hey, just let it all
stress
go,
level
Jack.
is a lot lower, man.
And so again,
a little more paranoid, but
it bothers. Well, now with of course the laws changing and such, you don't even have to be paranoid anymore.
Yeah,
you just all right. Yeah, you just don't carry more than an ounce on you, and you'll be all right.
Speaking of paranoid, you know who'd be paranoid right about now?
You?
No, the Zodiac Killer. You heard what happened?
No.
So, okay, there were the couple of ciphers that this fellow left back in the 70s, and they could not figure them out. And I guess one was read like in 80-81. It was a husband and wife teacher, and they sat down one day, after finishing their crossword puzzles, and they said, "Hey, let's try to figure this goofy cipher out." So they did. They finally, after a few days, they figured out the cipher. And I think that was called Cipher 450 or something like that. Anyway, there's a new one. I mean, it's 51 years old. It was Cipher 340. And they couldn't figure it out. The FBI could not figure it out. And some guys, local Virginia guys, with some buddies in like New Zealand or something like that. It would be really, it'd be really professional of me, JD, if I actually opened up the article and read it and had actual information.
You could put some authority on it.
In lieu of that, I'll leave the link so you can figure it out. But basically what they did was they built a computer program that took all possible variables and finally cracked the cipher and handed it off to the FBI this week. And the FBI said, "Thank you." Do you have any comments on? No comment.
You know what I say to that?
And that was it.
Wee doggies. I can't believe Jeff Rowe has ciphered his way out of that.
Well, here's the dealio. There's another cipher. Wait. There's another cipher out there. This guy thinks he's so smart. There's another cipher out there that, again, could probably be hacked by a computer that has his first and last name in it. And he did this intentionally because he figured no one would figure it out. The way this 340 cipher was done, it was you'd start with that first off, the other one was not left to right across. It was actually top to bottom. On the right, it was almost like Chinese characters. You start at the top right, go all the way down to the bottom. start at the top again, go down to the next column, and move your way from right to left. And that's the way the cipher ran. That's why they couldn't figure it out for, 5 or 6 years. The 340 cipher was diagonal, but it skipped a column, and then it was encoded. So it was like, yeah, there's no way you can just kind of go through this thing without actually knowing it. That's why they built a program that actually just started cycling through. And I guess they found some keywords like, I forget what the keywords were. But anyway, they found some keywords in there, and they said, oh, we're on the right track. And they let the program run, and they found it. So eventually, we're going to be able to identify who this individual is. And if he's still alive.
Joe, Lana, thank you very much for being here. We've had a great time. See you next week.
And I walk up and down neath the clock.
So
it's pawn shop on a corner in
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting because, this is like, if this guy is still alive, okay, there is no statute of limitations for murder. They're going to take his 87-year-old butt
and do the Bill Cosby routine with him, just throw an 80-year-old in jail for murder and put him on death row.
Yep, I know.
I got to tell you what was going on while you were telling that story. I was sipping my coffee, and I have one of those little sippy holes, and it's like, for some reason, my chest was getting warm. And I was wondering why.
You poured it too much.
Well, the thing of it is that my sippy cup wasn't quite attached right. And so I was getting my little sippy juice, but it's like, my shirt was just getting all soaked.
Oh, my gosh.
See,
remember,
this is the kind of stuff you drive me to when you start telling your microwave stories.
Remember, cold water first, and then put some detergent on it, and then let it soak for a day, and then put it in the wash.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right.
And then when it comes out, double check it, and you'll see the stain is still there. So just throw it in the trash afterwards. But you'll feel.
Every once in a while, he gets me, man. Every once in a while.
But
that was good, Dano.
But at least it'll give you something to do. All right.
So, have you gone stir crazy being in the house now?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
See, I'm perfectly happy. I really am. It's like. I am, it's like, all right, by myself,
Yeah, no, because I'm never by myself. The kids are here. I mean, I have half the kids are here. The other half, obviously, are not here all the time. But, I'm fine. I'm fine.
There are people who go, they get cabin fever really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Not, man. Hey, as a matter of fact, if I I see that there's snow in the forecast. Oh yeah, Tuesday I got to buy all the bread and milk that's out there.
Oh well, you heard with Brexit, right? Did you hear about that?
What?
With Brexit?
Oh, you mean the UK?
Yeah, he said go out and buy all the food you can. Start stockpiling. Hurry up, get it.
Well, it's funny. It's like I'm just one person. And, I'm only going to wash my hands so many times, and I'm only going to poop so many times.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, I got to make sure, because it's like for some reason in this little town that I'm in, all toilet paper and paper towels disappeared.
Yes.
So it's like I sent somebody on a mission to find it. And the only thing they could find is that I got this 20 roll double roll Charmin. All right. And then it's like I got 15 rolls of paper towels. Well,
that'll cover you from now until
next year, deep into 2022. So, but it's like, so my buddy Silu, I was with him earlier this week, and he said, "Man, I can't find no toilet paper." I said, "Well, I tell you what, hey, I know a guy.
It's Christmas time. What can I do for you?"
I know a guy who could probably hook you up. So it's like I set him up. I sold him 8 rolls of toilet paper, man. It's like 8 double rolls. So it's like, that should cover him for at least a week.
Did you meet him at the Kmart?
Oh, man. Like I said,
hey, man, just keep walking. Keep walking.
It's just a shame that, again, that the first thing people did was just hoard toilet paper because you can't eat that stuff.
Well,
I hoard food.
It's
food.
It's for those who have lots of Raisin Bran.
Oh, and then of course I hear this new commercial with Cheryl Underwood talking about
I can't really explain. We return you now to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Turn your pot down.
Today in history, December 13th, 558. King Coloreth I reunites the Frankish kingdom after his brother, Charley Pride, had died and becomes sole ruler of the Franks. Soon he'll be moving on to the great kingdoms of Knockwurst and Spiced Ham, 1294. St. Clestine V resigns the papacy after only 5 months. Clestine hopes to return to his previous life as a hermit. How he'll get back in that little tiny shell, we'll never know. 1545. The Council of Trent begins. And, they should be wrapping up things pretty soon. 1577. Sir Francis Drake sets sail from Plymouth, England on his round-the-world voyage. While he's riding around at Plymouth, he's got to make sure that ballast resistor is set. I had a Plymouth once, and you just kept turning the engine, it kept turning over and turning over. It was the ballast resistor. You got to replace that. 1962. NASA launches Relay 1, the first active repeater communications satellite in orbit. Phew, good thing. Now we can watch Gilligan's Island on the east and west coast at the same time. And finally, 2003, during what's called Operation Red Dawn, former Iraqi President Saddam Hussein is captured near his home in Tikrit. Probably not his best day ever. I'm Dan Mayson, and that's December 13th.
And now, for the new Christmas season, we hear Carmine DeGozio sings his favorite Christmas songs, such as
I'll be home for Christmas. Yeah, hope you got all my gifts under their tree.
That's right. Carmine DeGozio sings 37 of his favorite Christmas tunes for you and your family. Sit back and relax under a roaring fire as Carmine DeGozio gives you his favorite hit songs, like this one.
First days of Christmas, tra la 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 la. Join the ancient Yuletide carols. La 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 la. Don was there with all his stuff. Fa la 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 la. Join the ancient Yuletide carols. Fa la la di da di da di da.
Oh yes, these will be favorites for you and your family for years to come.
Just hear them sleigh bells ring-a-ling and ding-a-ling-a-ling toes. I've got some lovely weather for a sleigh ride to get with yous. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling yous who. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride to get with.
Send check and money order for $24.95 to P.O. Box 9022, Fredericksburg, Virginia 22405, and indicate you're looking to buy the Carmine DeGozio Christmas album. We'll get that rushed off to you right away.
It's grand, just holding my hand, 'cause I'm wonderful and everybody knows I'm...
Sadly, we must now return you to the Slade and Mayson Show.
But I keep asking why.
But I'm just good about diddle-a-bow. All right, that was Cliff Jackson's Crazy Cat's Horse Feathers from 1930 in commemoration of today being National Horse Day.
You mean we didn't have any horses before now?
No, apparently not. But that was actually, I think that was used in one of the Crazy Cat recordings. Because it is actually the same spelling.
Okay.
So that's why it may sound like it's
the mouse.
It's Crazy Cat the Mouse. Yeah. Scoot that little to the bed. What?
Crazy was the cat. Ignatz was the mouse.
I didn't say Ignatz. You did.
Yeah, but you called him Ignatz the cat.
No, I said anyway. This section of the Slade and Mayson Show is brought to you by the ever-widening world of Icy Something Icy Treats. Shall we talk about this? We will. All right. So,
oops.
Coffee in, coffee out. All right. So, my buddy Sheila, who apparently is black and apparently is female. I wasn't aware of that. All right. So...
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
JD,
I have to slap this guy upside.
So I didn't think it was relevant.
It is relevant because the thing of it is that all businesses are assumed to be run by men, and here is men, and all businesses are assumed to be run by white men, and once again, a black woman. I was not meant to make it a major point. It was just a point to point out that, hey, again, here is someone who is struggling and working to make a business work, and you can help support them.
That's true.
That's all.
All right. I just think of her as my bud. That's all. All right. So, she's
got this great machine. She's got these trucks that she takes out, and she's got these big slabs of ice.
Wait,
what happens is she puts her blades to it, and it becomes this icy, creamy treat.
You're good at this. You've actually been paying attention. That's right. And did you mention where these blades are coming from?
No, I did not.
They're from Italy. That's where the Italians are making these wonderful ices. Do you like my Italian accent? It's almost like that guy Carmine. You know that guy Carmine DiGuzio?
You know what? It's like, I am going to buy that album. Finish the commercial, Dan.
All right. Anyway, so Icy Something Icy Treats is a... Wait, hold on. My pot just went like right through the roof. Hold on.
Mine goes through the roof too, but it's like we just put more fire on it.
There, we're gonna. That's not what I mean. All right, check 1 2. Check sibilance. All right, there we go. So she has the red truck, and she can show up at your place of business. Good for birthday parties, corporate events, fundraisers, lots of fun things. They're available at www.iceyomethin, leave the G off for goodness sakes, ICEY.com. And more importantly, you can call them at 804-617-8827. That's 804-617-8827. And the dealio is, as JD pointed out, they get the big red truck. They have these 2 Italian ice shredders. I don't know what you want to call them. They turn the ice into almost a cream. It's beautiful. And then what you do is you add flavorings on top. Again, my personal favorite is a pina colada.
Man, it's more beautiful.
It's delicious. Pina colada, maybe put a little rum on it. Now, they can't put the rum on it, but you can certainly do that if you're home or what have you. And then for the kids, they put like gummy worms on there, and they turn rock hard, so they think that's pretty cool. So yeah, give them a call, 804-617-8827. I suspect she's probably out and about right now. She does have a Facebook page. You can go there, check out and find out if they are scheduled to be somewhere today, and then you can go try one of their icy treats. It is really a special treat. Did I just do that? I did. All right. I see something icy. Sheila Keenan, 804-617-8827. Okay.
Very good. Fine. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right.
I'm sorry. That's a problem of mine.
Go to your room. Go to your room.
I'm oblivious. I'm oblivious to things.
I'm telling you, again, like I say, and I'm actually the ultra liberal here. So it's like, these are the things that I have to point out. So
yeah. All right. Hey, but now for those of you who are in the Solomon Islands, unfortunately, you cannot check out her Facebook page. Apparently, the Solomon Islands are going to be boycotting Facebook. Yes. Apparently, it's morally irreprehensible. It's a waste of people's time. And would you
know
believe?
what Mark Zuckerberg says to that?
Oh, great. That's 49 cents I'm not going to make.
He holds up those three fingers and says, read in the middle. Read between the lines, my friend.
Yeah, but apparently I don't know why the Solomon Islands, but apparently, of course, China, Iran, and North Korea don't have access either. So
if this became a worldwide movement, that would be another story. Because I have to tell you, I am so angry with Facebook right now.
Oh, here we go.
Well, because, and it's the same continuing thing. They changed my view on how I see my pages. And for a while there, it's like I would flip pages and then they go, oh, listen, you can revert back to your old page.
Nope.
And I would do it really quick.
Nope.
Not anymore, man. They're done doing that.
You can only do that like 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
I have one game that I play on Facebook, and I got the message yesterday that as of January 1st, it's just going to become an app. I'll stop playing that game. So there's really becoming fewer and fewer reasons for me to even bother with Facebook.
Well,
I mean, I keep up with friends,
yeah,
and that's fine. But other than that,
well, I mean, you keep up with your listening audience, right?
Yeah, well, see, again, and I even do that differently because at one point, I would do it open, and then at the end of the show, I'd do a close. And all throughout the show, of course, I would be answering listeners as they would be saying, hey, JD, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And it got to the point where I couldn't keep up with it.
That's a good problem to have.
So it's like I stopped doing it. I just stopped doing it.
Oh, my gosh.
But I like I say, I'm almost getting tired of hearing every day there's a new problem with Facebook. It's their political content. Again, it's like the president wants to take them onto task. Again, they're now starting to set up censorship rules and blah, 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 blah. So, taking the fun out of Facebook.
No, what a shame.
Yeah, well, like I say, it's still a viable alternative to find out, again, like I say, because I found out lots of my old school friends and, again, people that I've worked with.
Yeah.
But other than,
No, it's a great place to reconnect with people you haven't seen in half a gazillion years because nearly everybody has a Facebook account. So.
And then, of course, you can also troll those people that you.
Oh, and my.
Bad things on them and all such foolishness as that.
I'm going to call the FBI on you. All right. Yeah. So do you have a reason for me to do this Weird Al music, by the way?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the fattest society on the planet, and there's good reason. We've earned this right. And I'm about to give you a number of fine examples as to why we're getting fatter and fatter and fatter. WIBD says the Girl Scouts are taking orders for a new flavor called Toast Yay. The cookie tastes like French toast dipped in icing. Oh my God. Okay. Guilty Eats says Little Caesars is testing a new garlic palm chicken pizza. Nom, nom, nom. Garlic Eats says that Arby's is testing boneless wings at select restaurants. Boneless, the chicken that those came from, they've got to be the most funny looking.
And isn't that a misnomer? Because really, boneless chicken wings, they're chicken strips.
All right. MSN says Lay's is going to begin selling a new flavor in January called Game Day Chili. The bags are going to cost $3.79 a piece. Yes, sir. All right. So, see, sometimes people get ticked at places that sell food. Here's a woman who is suing TGI Fridays because their cheese sticks don't contain mozzarella cheese. Top Class Action says Megan Mann of New York is suing TGI Fridays because she claims their mozzarella sticks don't contain mozzarella cheese. She says the company is using cheddar cheese instead. Mayson and other consumers are overpaying for their mozzarella sticks. Now, the lawsuit states the manufacturer and those consumers are willing to pay a higher price for what they perceive as a real mozzarella cheese in order to deceive, mislead, and defraud customers. Food allegedly chose to market its product in a deceptive way. This lady has entirely too much time on her hands.
Sorry, lady, here's a coupon for a free margarita.
Business Insider says Burger King restaurants in Singapore are selling ice cream sundaes stuffed with French fries.
Oh, I have to go throw up now. I'll be right back. Oh.
They started offering the new dessert after noticing diners were dunking fries.
No, they weren't dunking fries. What they were doing, they were throwing their fries into the shake and throwing them in the trash.
Oh, God. And finally, ZDNet says Budweiser has produced a new commercial that looks like a PSA. Have you seen this?
No.
I love this commercial. All right. The company is promoting their new alcohol-free beer, Budweiser Zero, which they say prevents drunk driving and drunk shopping during the holidays. Now, you know what it is?
No.
It's a bottle of water. And Budweiser claims Americans spend $40 billion a year on online purchases that they regret. So buy yourself a case of Budweiser Zero.
Oh my gosh!
Stay sober for the holidays. I'm done.
Wow.
Budweiser
Zero.
I mean, it's a cool PSA. It really is. It looks like a PSA. It's like, and we want to stop people from drinking and driving. So the next time you attempt it, drink Budweiser Zero.
Oh my gosh. Does it have like flavor or anything, or is it just water?
Oh, water. It's water.
Wait a minute. Let's see.
And Heisenberg has found another way to rip you off, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta check this out. Budweiser Zero. Let's see. Zero alcohol. Oh, no. It's flavored. It's flavored with barley and hops. Yuck. Is it even carbonated? Let's see. It doesn't have a funky taste like some NAs have. Nice work, bud. I have doubts about this beer. It's really good. I still drank alcohol. Some of these people should not be posting these things when they're drunk. Oh my gosh. Oh, they flavor it with aspartame. Oh, yeah.
That cancer-causing agent.
So apparently it's carbonated, and it's to make it taste like beer. Do you remember? No, well, there's that. That's still in the market. There was a, oh my gosh, and it's $7.79 a 6-pack.
Anheuser-Busch has found a way. That's more expensive than their damn beer.
Hey, Gary. Yeah. See that pipe over there? Yeah, the one that says City Water. Yeah. Can you pipe it over here? We're gonna pipe it over the CO2 container over here. And see that jar of artificial flavoring and sweetener? Yeah. Can you just pour that in there? Yeah. Oh,
zero.
My gosh.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, you know what kind of the horse you're getting in this drink.
Miss Butterfield. Leon Redbone is rolling in his grave right now. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir, man. Like I say, you know what end of the horse you're getting when you're getting this drink, man. Budweiser, you get all the head and such, you know. This stuff you're getting all the tail.
Oh, you know.
There's a pawn shop on the corner in
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So,
baby.
Hey,
did you get dinged for that?
No, it's less than 8 seconds. Oh, last week? Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to log into the system. I don't think. Let me think. Last week, did anybody? I'll find out. I'll find out. Now, so let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir. You in the plaid shirt, and then you in the Elmer Fudd hat next.
Stop it. I go pee my pants. All right. So,
supposed to go before we start the show. This might happen.
It might, yeah, it might happen. It might still happen.
You have a bottle around there somewhere.
Don't do it. So, the interesting thing is, did you ever take your kids to school?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever arrive late?
No.
You never arrived late.
I am anal about time, remember. It's like I am the most anal person about time you will ever know.
Did your children ever arrive late to school if they went by themselves?
No.
Okay. But
because they were riding the bus.
Okay.
If they weren't, I wasn't giving them a ride.
Okay. Now, but you do know what the procedure is when you're late.
You have to go to the office,
mm-hmm.
and then you have to sign in. And then you have to, I don't know, do they give you the lecture on why you should be on time? Because, like I say, I have no time for that.
Yes. So that's basically you write a letter and you explain why, blah 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 blah. Now, apparently, there's a problem in Aragon, France. Are you ready for this one?
Yep.
Okay. So they have been asking their parents, the parents of the children who are showing up late, to please stop throwing the children over the fence when they arrive late to When the bell rings at Slade Primary School in Abington at 8:30, the gate is closed, but some parents who don't want their children to miss a day at school have reportedly thrown them over the fence. The school had to put up a sign notice letting them back know, please don't throw your children over the fence because it's dangerous. Oh gosh. So yeah, they put the notices. The headmistress, I won't even pretend to get this right. Sanem Mezignon said that she had had enough of this behavior and didn't want to see any of her children become injured. But apparently the notices went up back in September and had to leave it there, and basically they had to put up as a reminder because parents are still throwing the kids over. And there's a picture here of this guy like pock shoving the kid over the fence. Oh my gosh. I will leave a link to that in the description. You guys will not believe that. That is just so funny. Oh my gosh. Yep. So we got some problems here.
I just see parents tossing their kids over.
Would you look at the time? It's 8:25. We're not gonna get there. I'm gonna have to throw you over the fence. No, not again today, Dad. Please, no, don't throw me over the fence. We better get through this red light.
And what happens if they don't make it over the fence?
They get entangled in the fence. Well, then he's gonna be a little bit more than late.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh. All right. So Texas Representative Republican Bavin. I think auto spell changed it to Navin. It's Bavin. B-A-V. I'll double check it. Apparently just introduced a new bill in Texas. And that requires that all who vote be alive. You are
really?
You're not allowed to be dead and vote.
I understand there's a lot of that going on. Yeah.
So he says,
keep piloting a new name.
He says, I know it seems to be a common sense approach, but it seems like it's something that's needed at this time.
Oh, God.
Needless to say, his pundits are going, yeah, this is probably like the dumbest bill you've ever brought up to us because we're running out of time. Thanks,
no.
Freddie.
I wasn't done yet.
Oh, man.
Well, I guess I'll have to save this for another week.
Save it for a rainy day. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be it for us, guys. This was the... Oh, I have to do this one. Here, we press this button. I press this button. Press this button.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mayson.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All right. All right. Say goodbye, Mr. Mayson.
Wait a minute, I got to throw my kid over the fence.
Say goodbye, Mr. Mayson, and say goodbye, Mr. Slade. Goodbye, Mr. Mayson. Goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Hey, wait till they start punting them over the fence.
Well, you should see this picture. It's so funny. I'll post it. Ooh, what a mess.
Oh, see again. And then they wonder why the aliens won't land.
Oh, they've already told us. Yeah, we ain't doing this. We ain't doing
You
this.
guys just too much. No. Oh, no.
He's throwing his kids over a wall. What's up with that?
Damn, and I thought Carmine was tough.
At the Carmine DeGuzio Happy Smiley Daycare Center.
Yeah. Yeah, even they don't even throw them over the fence. Yeah.
All right. We'll let this sucker roll. All right, say goodbye.
Bye. 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 Oh, LSW, bye, baby. Bye, baby. Bye, baby. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
There's a pawn shop on the corner in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I just want to get that in everybody's head.
I'm telling you, it's going to be our new theme if we don't get dinged for it. Oh, I just see parents throwing their kids up.
You should see the animation they put up. It's great. Ooh. All right. I think that's it. We're done being funny.
Okay. No more funny.
No more
Bye.
funny. Bye. All right, team. You know the drill. So if you're enjoying the Slade and Mayson Show and you want to see more episodes, make sure you hit the subscribe button down yonder and hit the bell. You got to do both or something bad will happen. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.